Hey everybody, and here we are, just a couple of minutes into turn number 2 here in our Global War 1939. And we're just going to go quickly through what happened. There's not a lot to be done until some of these countries get their act together and really start shooting the place up. But Klaus, why don't you walk us through what happened on your turn?
Ja, und that would be easy. What we did was we just bought all of our naval units here, and we are just making ourselves quite the nuisance to the Royal Navy, which is down to just 3 boats there, and a couple of boats down in Africa, but that is not a problem. We also have a U-boat in the Canadian convoy zone that is stopping $3 from going to those crazy Canucks, and another $3 going to the Brits, who are not quite so crazy. Have you seen hockey? That is crazy.
Yeah, I've seen hockey. So here we are. I see that you took over the rest of France here. You just blitzed a tank through. You went through Bordeaux and then up into Normandy with a tank. Looks like you're moving a lot of stuff towards Russia. Any reason for that?
No, we are just out sightseeing, yeah? We heard it's very nice this time of year.
Okay, well that might change as time goes on. You also had your airborne troop that was in the Oslo region of Norway move up to Narvik. And then you brought a couple of guys up with your transport there, I see.
Yeah, and we now have a nice bonus for having Narvik and Oslo. And Denmark, we get 5 Deutschmarks for that. This is very nice. We also placed in, here's our build, this is most interesting. Oh, we will say that we did take Yugoslavia. We used the Romanians for that. And I think 4 or 5 Romanians died taking Yugoslavia, but what can you do? So we're happy about that. And Bulgaria has been activated now. And that is very exciting, as the Bulgarians no doubt will become very valuable allies to us here on the Southern Front.
The Southern Front, what do you mean Southern Front?
Yeah, so I have said too much.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably. I also noticed you put a couple of fighters in Paris here to stop the bombings, and you repaired the factory there.
Yeah, and that, again, the British, you know, they could come and they could bring their fighters to come as support, but now at least they have to think about it a little bit, and hopefully they think a long time. But we also built a couple of Panzer Grenadiers here in Stettin, and we also built a medic in Stettin, and the medic will be there just in case, you know, we are at peace with everybody here on the continent right now. But perhaps somebody gets a stubbed toe or something, and the medic can help us out.
Okay. I noticed you got a PAL camp there. Who's in there right now?
Yeah, all the French, and the Dutch, and the Danes, and the Norwegians, the Yugoslavians, anybody, you know, who we feel would benefit from perhaps a short stay in Czechoslovakia. It's very nice. I think they would like it, yeah? It's very safe, nobody can hurt them in there, and they come out and they make the hair loads and they crack the ox and they chop the trees. That's, we very much appreciate all of the free labors that they give us.
Alright, get you an extra buck, I guess.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, Ivan, what are we doing here?
There is not much to be said. We moved more men up to the line. He's Viipuri, not Vyborg, as you said earlier. We are looking on our maps for the Vyborg. It's Viipuri.
Okay, sorry about that. I guess it's in a different game as Vyborg, but it's kind of the same idea of the territory there. And you see you built a couple of tanks up here in the Karelian factory and another infantry.
There's nothing of consequence.
Okay, well, we'll see. And you've got some guys moving in. These guys continue their march across. It's a long way to go.
Oh, they are Russian, they can handle it.
Yeah, no doubt. And your tanks finally made it over here. So you got a bit of a threat here. Japanese, how you feeling about those Russians up there?
It is no problem to us. We are friends with our Soviet neighbors. We have no intention of going into the Soviet Union at this time. Or any other time. Unless it's time. In which case we will. But not now.
Okay, well, I hope that you guys can keep your treaty there and keep the conflict down. But it looks like you're kind of wailing away on the Chinese some more here. Took another Chinese territory here, Yunnan. I see you have a Japanese tank there. That's the one you started the game with, right? Will you be building more?
No.
Why won't you build more Japanese tanks?
Because they are crappy.
Is that a Japanese word for is it a code word for something?
No, they are crappy. They cost 7. And they only attack at a 5.
Oh, okay. So they attack not too well and they're more expensive. So yeah, you probably don't want to be building a lot of those. I see you've got your veteran troops kind of piled up here. And the Chinese have built a number of troops here in response. I guess we'll see how that goes for you. You also built 2 mechs and an artillery in that factory and in the factory down here in Shanghai. Is that typical for you?
Yes, for you see, we are allowed to tow the artillery on the mechanized infantry. So we get them both up to the front very quickly.
Oh, well, I guess we'll have to keep our eyes on that and make sure that everybody knows that rule.
I don't care about everybody else, only Japan.
Yeah, that's okay. You can care about Japan. Looks like Japan is really getting things together down here in the Caroline. Any reason for that?
Yes.
Okay, you're not going to give us any more, are you?
No.
All right. Well, I guess we'll wait and see what you do there. Looks like you've activated Siam, and you got yourself some more troops and another plane, and you got an air base down there which could come in handy, and they even have a little destroyer there for you. But you still haven't declared war. Hong Kong is empty. You have not gone in there yet. And you know that when you do, the Americans get a $25 boost to their income roll as they're trying to get up to 80. So I guess maybe you're trying to keep them out of the war as long as you can. It's probably a good idea, huh?
We do not really care about America. They are isolationists. They are very wise. And we applaud America for staying out of the war as long as they have.
Okay, well, hope it continues to go well for you. But looks like Germany here is rolling here in Europe. And the Russians are just starting to build up a little bit, but they're kind of broke as well. And we'll have to see what goes on with these guys as time goes on. We still need to do the Russian roll, though, for their economy. So maybe we will do that just before we start the next round. So we'll let you guys know what happens with Russia's economy as they're trying to get to 48 so that they can start the war in earnest.
Where is Ernest?
Oh, just stop it.